Soldiers, families, and friends, we thank you for joining us for the change of command ceremony for Charlie Company, 1st of the 3rd Attack Reconnaissance Battalion. Today, the Charlie Company, 1st of the 3rd Attack Reconnaissance Battalion Guidon will symbolically be transferred from Captain Phillip Savoie to Captain Daniel J. Vigeant. Presiding over today's ceremony is the 1st of the 3rd Attack Reconnaissance Battalion Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Matthew J. Cole. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is 1st Sergeant Edmund G. Brock. The passing of the guidon symbolizes the transfer of command, responsibility, and authority. Since the 17th century and the adoption of the regimental system for the armies of the world, the unit colors and subordinate guidons have served an important function for the men and women they represent. Historically, the unit colors served as a rallying point for soldiers of a unit as they moved forward into battle. Traditionally, the guidon stayed at the side of the commander, but would move forward even if the commander fell in battle. All others may perish, but the colors live on. The unit guidon no longer serves as a rallying point in war, but it still serves as an equally important role as a symbol of permanence. It is the guidon which bears the history of the unit. For although the equipment, personnel, and mission of the unit may change, the guidon remains a symbol of the past and a promise of the future. The ceremonial passing of the guidon is a single event which most embodies the institution and responsibility of the position of command. The passing of the guidon to the battalion commander represents the successful completion of command by the outgoing commander. Due to COVID-19, social distancing, and protective measures, today's ceremony will not include a physical passing of the guidon. As a symbolic gesture, Captain Savoie and Captain Vigeant will exchange places, representing the successful completion of the change of command. By authority of paragraph 2-5, Army Regulation 600-20, the undersigned assumes command of Charlie Company, 1st of the 3rd Attack Reconnaissance Battalion. Signed, Daniel J. Vigeant, Captain, Aviation Commanding.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for your support and presence here today for the change of command ceremony between Captain Phil Savoie and Captain Dan Vigeant. I'm sure we're going to have people viewing this from all around the world, from proud parents and spouses back at the house, and members of the Outcast team. Thank you for your support you have shown for these two great, outstanding, talented officers. And here today is Dan's wife, Charisse, their children, Caleb, Owen, and Chloe. Thank you guys for being here. First and foremost, this ceremony is not like any other change of command ceremony that's been conducted in the past. For those of you who've seen a change of command ceremony before, you're probably wondering what's the deal and what's going on. Well, there's a new change in the times here with COVID-19. You may realize we did not pass the guidon. There was no formation. There were no invites, and there's no receiving lines standing here. Change is what we do best in the Army, and we're very flexible at adapting to that. And we will always overcome the situations that we face today. Despite the fact that we did not do this event like a normal change of command, does not take away from the significance of today. Today we pass the mantle of responsibility, the duty of selfless service, from one great leader, Captain Phil Savoie, to another great command team, Captain Dan Vigeant and his wife, Charisse. And it is my honor and privilege today to take part of this different yet great ceremony. Now, for the low-level hell outcasts. You've been the go-to company for as long as I can remember, even back in my assassin days in 2003. Obviously, I'm partial because they let me fly aircraft all the time, but all joking aside, the company stands ready to fight at a moment's notice, to unleash havoc and destruction on anyone who dares to challenge the United States and our way of life. Even now, with the coronavirus impacting most of the world, the Army, this brigade, this task force, this company stands ready to fight at a high level of readiness. The Outcast team will drop everything they're doing to ensure that the task force ensures mission success. They are a company that is respected throughout the 12th Cab and 7th ATC. The company is stacked from leadership from the top all the way to the bottom. It's a fire and forget company that sets the standard in everything they do. From fixing aircraft to conducting aerial gunnery to small arms ranges, even the minute details that go into the staff slides that we got to push forward. The standard always shines through with the Outcasts. Phil, this is due to your leadership. You always ensure people were at the right places at the right time, and you train the tasks you need to do to ensure the mission success. I thank you for all your countless hours of making and investing in this team. It's a great company, and more importantly, it's a great team. I appreciate that. Now I'm going to give you a couple weeks to relax and collect your thoughts, but then you're going to dive right back into another company command. And for those that don't know, Phil will take command of Delta Company on 15 May. Phil, I look forward to watching you lead the death dealers and watching you continue to grow as an officer. Rachel, I know you're probably watching this from back at the house. You get ready to join us here in Germany. I look forward to seeing you soon. I've heard a lot of amazing things about you from Phil. I know that you and him will do great down with the death dealer team down in Delta Company. Luckily for the Outcast team, you'll be able to continue your amazing work here in the task force, and your abilities will shine underneath the new leadership of Captain Dan Vigeant. Dan and his wife, Charisse, they are a complete package that will bring a wealth of experience and expertise to the Outcast team. Dan, I've been impressed with you since day one. I'm honored to give you the chance to command. I know you're going to do good. There are going to be days that you're going to wish you never had command, but all of the days are going to outweigh it, and you're going to enjoy every day of it. So enjoy it, because the next time we'll be doing this, I'll be sending you on to your next adventure. All right? I'd also like to give a special thanks to everyone that's out here. As you guys can't see, there's about 4 of them out here making this happen today. I appreciate all your hard work. Thank you for what you guys do. And again, to the family and friends that are watching this online, thank you. For everyone here, I appreciate you having the time to come out today. It means a lot. Wings of victory, strike to kill.
Ladies and gentlemen, the outgoing commander for Charlie Company, 1st of the 3rd Attack Reconnaissance Battalion, Captain Phillip Savoie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Brome, Chief Warrant Officer 5 Santos, Command Sergeant Major Smith, and those who are tuned in and viewing today's ceremony. Thank you for the opportunity to highlight the accomplishments of Charlie Company. While I personally owe a debt of gratitude to our battalion leadership for the privilege to command, my peer commanders for their teamwork and assistance, and many others, I'd like to focus our limited time today on the accomplishments and contributions of the Outcast. When I took command, I established a company vision in which I asked you to build and foster an organization of trusted professionals, be ready to fight and win anytime and anywhere, be a company that others ask for by name, and to remember that our families are our foundation. While I had a vision in my mind of how I wanted Charlie Company to perform, it was immediately apparent that the company's success would be a composite of each member's achievements and contributions in their respective role. You did just that, and I cannot thank you enough for being the ones that have accomplished that vision. First Sergeant Brock's ceaseless dedication to the welfare of our soldiers enabled them the freedom to accomplish their tasks, and his ability to leverage his Army experience and serve as a sounding board was key to enabling successful decision-making within the company. My standardization pilots, first CWE-3 Rob Adams and then CWE-3 Joe Lorman, established a climate of true professionalism amongst our aviators and ensured we strive for the highest tactical and technical standards. Track pilots, you were the bedrock on which the company's ability to accomplish our missions in the air was built, and the application of your expertise directly contributed to our successes. Junior aviators, your drive in developing your skills and your teamwork in helping each other prepare for and achieve pilot in command was at the heart of the company's culture in cultivating tactical aggressiveness as attack pilots. You accomplished all this while balancing a myriad of thankless additional duties, which, while less glamorous, were vital to the operation of the company. Platoon leaders, your ability to work tirelessly at all manner of tasks, combined with your zeal in developing yourselves, leaves me no doubt that you are prepared for and will excel as company commanders. I look forward to seeing you in command. Non-commissioned officers, you continue to be the ones who take the intent and translate it into concrete actions, whether in maintaining our combat power through maintenance management, to serving as first-line supervisors for our soldiers and ensuring their needs and cares are met. Crew chiefs, you continue to be the basis on which everything else in the company is possible. Your relentless dedication, sense of humor, and pride in accomplishing any task is impressive to watch and has been an honor to command. I would be highly remiss if I did not include the families who have supported their soldiers in this company. In particular, Mrs. Taylor Brock and Mrs. Hillary Lorman's support to the soldiers and families of the company has been nothing short of spectacular, and is all the more impressive in consideration that they have assisted us voluntarily. I cannot thank you enough. Additionally, I wish to thank my fiancée, Rachel, who, while not yet present in Germany, contributed to the success of the company and his support for me through the last year. Outcasts, you have accomplished a tremendous amount. You have ensured our presence across Europe and driving and flying through over 6 countries. You've assisted in the training of our ground force partners. You have kept some of the oldest aircraft in the fleet flying, enabling us to continue to develop ourselves and hone our skills. While it may be more challenging to see the immediate impact of our efforts in the deterrence role we perform in Europe, I'm convinced your efforts have contributed to the safety and security of our allies and our nation, for which you should be proud. While I'm saddened that social distancing requirements have kept me from farewelling you all personally, I'm glad that I'm not going far and will continue to work with you in a new capacity. I'm incredibly pleased that you're going into the capable hands of Captain Vigeant, and I know that you will impress him in the same manner in which you impressed me. We are a company with a proud history and legacy in Army aviation, and while our members may come and go, the culture and spirit remain. Charlie Company, it's been an honor and a privilege. Our successes belong to you, and any failures belong to me. I look forward to continuing to hear of your future accomplishments. Low Level Hell, Outcast 06, signing out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commander for Charlie Company, 1st of the 3rd Attack Reconnaissance Battalion, Captain Daniel Vigeant.
Colonel Brome, Command Sergeant Major Smith, Lieutenant Colonel Cole, Command Sergeant Major Rodriguez. Ladies and gentlemen viewing from home, thank you for participating in this morning's ceremony. Colonel Brome and Lieutenant Colonel Cole, thank you for your trust and confidence in affording me the opportunity to command in this outstanding organization. I'd like to briefly take this opportunity to thank the senior leaders who have mentored me throughout my career and have paved the way for me to be here today. And last but certainly not least, Sharice, Caleb, Owen, and Chloe. Thank you for your love and support. You are my rock, my foundation. I love you guys. Charlie Company, I'm absolutely honored to serve with you, and I'm extremely impressed by what I've already seen, and I'm looking forward to the coming months. While today represents a milestone, I'm humbled in the acknowledgement that the real work has just begun. Outcast 6, signing in. Sir, this concludes today's ceremony.
Charlie Company.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. On behalf of the senior leaders of the 1st and 3rd Attack Reconnaissance Battalion, we thank you for viewing today's ceremony. Strike to kill.